Chapter 5: Working with Web Browsers. Learning Objectives. Popular web browsers. Types of browsers. Features of web browser. HTTP, a web protocol. Introduction. A web browser, or frequently called as browser, is an application software that is installed on a computer to provide access to the World Wide Web. It brings the web pages from the servers along with the necessary files such as images, audios, videos, etc., interprets them and then displays it on the servers. Some popular web browsers are Microsoft Edge, Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, Safari, and Opera. Popular web browsers. Microsoft Edge. Microsoft Edge is a cross-platform web browser which was created by Microsoft and was first released on 29 April 2015. It is included with Windows 10, Windows 11, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X by S system software. Microsoft Edge is a default web browser in Windows 10 operating system. It has replaced the older Internet Explorer and provides faster speed and more features. It can be used to organize your research with collections feature. A password monitor feature is used to help keep your online accounts safe from hackers. Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer is a web browser that allows computer users to view web pages on the Internet. Users can also use Internet Explorer to listen to and watch streaming content, access online banking, make purchases over the Internet, and much more. Internet Explorer was first introduced in August 16, 1995 by Microsoft as Internet Explorer 1.0. Internet Explorer 11, which was released in 2013, is the last version of the web browser. Mozilla Firefox. Mozilla Firefox is a popular web browser for Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. It was first introduced in September 23, 2002, and later as Firefox 1.0 in November 9, 2004. Mozilla Firefox became a popular alternative to Microsoft Internet Explorer 6.0. When users started looking for browsers that would do a better job in preventing spyware. Since then, Firefox continued to grow in popularity but has more competition with the introduction of Google Chrome. Google Chrome. Google Chrome is yet another popular web browser that was developed by Google. It was released on December 11, 2008. It allows the users to quickly access web pages and make local desktop shortcuts to open the web application in the browser. Google Chrome is extensively used by the users due to its stability and simplicity. Safari. Safari is a web browser developed by Apple Inc. It was initially launched on January 7, 2003. It is available for Macintosh, Windows operating systems, iPhone, iPod Touch, and iPad. It has been designed based on the promise that the most useful browser is one that gets out of your way and lets you simply enjoy the web. It offers features like searching bookmarks, sharing tabs between Mac and iOS devices. Opera. Opera is a web browser that provides some advantages over other browsers. Much smaller in size, it is known for being fast and stable. It was developed by Opera Software and was released in 1995. It is available for a number of operating systems. It offers the same capabilities of the more popular browsers, including integrated searches and instant messaging, support for JavaScript, cascading style sheets, and email. Type of browsers. There are mainly two types of browsers: graphical web browsers and text web browsers. Graphical web browser. Graphical browser like Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Netscape, Opera, and Google Chrome can display text, images, audio, and video files. They are accessible for operating systems such as Windows, Apple, and Linux. You can even download and install a graphical browser on your computer. Text web browser. A text web browser, like a graphical browser, lets you surf the web. However, there is one big difference, that is the complete absence of a nice-looking interface. You hardly ever use the mouse but rather employ keys like the tab and the enter key. Opening a website in text web browser shows you only text. Gopher is the popular text web browser. Features of web browser. In order to exploit the web, it is essential to know the features of a browser. Address bar. Browsers have an address bar which displays the web address, also called the URL of the page you are on. To go to a different page, you can type an address in the address bar and then press Enter key. Fact file. URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator. It determines the address of a website. Links. A link is an HTML object that allows you to jump to a new location where you click or tap it. Links are found on almost every web page and provide a simple means of navigating between pages on the web. It can be text or an image. Sometimes you are not sure if it is a link or not. Place the cursor over it. If it turns to a hand symbol, then it is a link. Navigation buttons. Sometimes when you click on a link, you may need go back to the previous page. It can be done by using browser's back button. Once you have pressed the back button, you can press the forward button to follow the link again. Back and forward buttons. Navigation buttons. When you use the back and forward buttons, your browser may use its web cache to display the page. The web cache stores lately viewed web pages so that they do not need to be downloaded again. You can use the refresh button, sometimes called reload, to tell the browser to load the page again. If a page is taking too long to load, or if you have typed in the wrong URL, you use the stop button to stop the page from loading. Refresh button, home. Favorite, share. Search bar. Most browsers have a built-in search bar for performing web searches as shown. Bookmarks. Bookmarks is an internet browser feature that allows a user to go back to a previously visited website by clicking on the saved link without retyping the site's address. It is also called favorites. In Internet Explorer, you can add a bookmark by clicking favorites and then add to favorites. You can also click on bookmarks and select Save this page option to save the web page. Other browsers are similar, but they may use different names for bookmarking. Browsing history. Every time you go online from computer, your browser saves a copy of every page that you visit. Your computer and internet browser, whether you use Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer or something else, it keeps track of where you have been and a history of what pages you have seen. Usually pages will stay in the history for a certain number of days. Viewing history. To view the history in Internet Explorer, first click on the Favorites button and then on the History tab. Deleting history. In Internet Explorer, click on Tools and then on Internet Options. From there, you will be able to control the setting on your own. If you are using a browser other than Internet Explorer, the process of viewing and deleting history will be a little bit different. Tabbed browsing. Tabbed browsing is a relatively new feature found in some web browser. It allows the user to view a selection of favorite sites in one window, view multiple search results at the same time, and would allow you to set several pages as your home page rather than just one. To open a link in a new tab, right-click the link and click on Open Link in New tab. To close a tab, click on the cross on the tab. Downloading files. Your browser can show various types of documents, media, and other files. Downloading allows you to copy such files to your computer in a place where you can use it in future. How to download a file. If you click on a link to open a file, it may download automatically, but sometimes it just opens within your browser instead of downloading. To escape it from opening in the browser, you can right-click the link and select Save Target As. You can choose the folder to save the file. Saving images. Sometimes you need to save an image on your computer. To do this, right-click the image and select Save Images as option. Plugins. Plugins are programs that are installed in your browser to allow it to play various types of media. Examples of plugins include QuickTime Player and Flash Player. Your browser may have come with some plugins already installed. Once you have the necessary plugins, you will be able to enjoy watching videos and playing games on websites. HTTP, a web protocol. HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It is used to transfer data over the web. It is a part of Internet Protocol suite and commands and services used for transmitting web page data. It allows web clients and web servers to communicate with each other. It also defines what actions web servers and browsers should take in response to various commands. When you enter a web address URL in your browser, the browser actually sends an HTTP command to the web server. The browser directs the server to bring and transmit the requested web page and displays the information in your browser. All web servers serving websites and web pages support the HTTP protocol. If you have the URL of the web page you want to open, enter the URL. For example, http www.mapsofindia.com Maps Delhi onto the address bar. The browser will read the web address as three distinct parts: the protocol HTTP, the server name www.mapsofindia.com, the file name Maps Delhi. The file will open on your computer. This is a shorter way to open a web page directly. Quick backup. A web browser is an application software that provides access to the World Wide Web. Internet Explorer was first introduced in August 16, 1995 by Microsoft. There are two types of browser, graphical and text. A link is an HTML object that allows you to jump to a new location when you click it. Downloading allows you to copy files displayed by web browser to your computer at a place where you can use it. Plugins are programs that are installed in your browser to allow it to play various types of media. Browsers have an address bar that displays the web address, also called a URL, of the page you are working on.